Hello everyone, Darleen here from Single Boss Lady. Welcome to week 2 of the beautiful throat chakra. Now I'm going through all the beautiful, what I call 9 chakras of business. And week 2 of the throat chakra is about creativity. We have 3 aspects that we're looking at for the throat chakra, and we're looking at it through the lens of creativity this time. Now, the personal aspect is authenticity. Oh, excuse me, just letting go of something. The business aspect is having clear choices and acting on them with integrity, and then not needing all of the answers. Let's have a look at personal. Now, creativity, as you know, my definition is creativity is whatever brings you joy. And more people are understanding that. Think about personally, what brings you joy personally? For me, yes, I do create art, yet cooking is creativity. Going for a swim in the ocean is creative for me because I'm connecting to the water element that I need. I'm connecting to those beautiful creatures in the ocean. I'm connecting to the waves. That is creative for me. When I go for a walk, I feel creative because I'm taking notice of the steps. I'm taking notice of what's around. I'm listening to the birds. I'm seeing whales and dolphins. That is creative for me because it brings me joy. It brings me joy to go for a walk. It brings me joy to be in the ocean. All of that brings me joy. And when I'm doing that, I'm really being authentic. I'm showing up as me, and I'm taking photos and I'm putting them on social media saying, this is what I love. This is what brings me joy. This is my creativity. And it's so amazing. So when you, first off, remember week 1 was about connection, connecting to our body. And when we connect more and we get that beautiful intuition, we can feel the creativity and we do more of the creativity because we want to feel more of that joy. We want more of that joy in our life. And that is what the beautiful personal aspect of being creative is. It's showing up authentic. It is being you because you're being joyful. When you're being joyful, you do show up authentically. Isn't it gorgeous? Now let's look at the business aspects. So we've got clear choices and acting on them with integrity. Now, when you connect to your body and you're feeling creative, so you're feeling that beautiful joy as well, then when you've got choices in front of you, they become really clear because you've got so much joy that you're coming from a space, that beautiful space of joy, which means that the choices are clearer because the intuition is coming through. You can look, you might be looking at mindset coaches. Who do I want to work with that will help me with my mindset? When you bring yourself into that joy, you might start doing some creativity, and then you bring yourself into joy and you look at those mindset coaches. It can become so clear who you need to work with. And then you actually act on that choice with integrity. So you say to the others, you might have already had conversations with them, you get back to them and you say, thank you. I don't feel it's the right time for you to work with you at the moment, or something like that, whatever's right. That is acting with integrity because you're getting back to them. You might have had a conversation. You're getting back to them and saying yes or no. That's integrity. That's such a beautiful way to be. You're acting with integrity. It might be that you've actually signed up to different software. It might be booking software. You've actually signed up to the free versions and now you're ready to make a choice. You make sure that you go back to that other ones and you make sure that no money's going to come out. That's being integrity because you're being in integrity with the money. You're having integrity with your money and your business. And it's so powerful when you do that. Oh, excuse me, just letting go. When you act with integrity, it's amazing what happens in your business. You get clients that come to you and they act with integrity. You know, they do all that beautiful stuff. They get back to you. They show up on time. Yes, things happen. There's, emergencies and all that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they have the integrity to show up on time and to be there with you. That's all about, the integrity. And again, having clear choices. when you're coming from that creativity space and you're making choices, you're making them with clarity. That's the other thing as well. It's clarity has come through. You get that clarity and then you know what to do and you act with integrity. I I can't I just can't talk about this enough. So I really want you to make definitions of authenticity and integrity, and that will help you understand more about having the clarity to make the choices and then act on them with the integrity, because you know what your integrity is, what it actually means for you. Now, when we are being creative, we know we don't need all the answers. It is not important for us to know all the answers. It is important for us to understand when we need to know the answers and when we don't need to know the answers. Now, if something happens in business, I might need to know. If that has really affected me in a big way, then I will need to know the answer of why it happened in the first place and what I can do to change it. If it only affected me a little bit and I'm sort of like, yeah, whatever, I don't need to know why. I need to go, okay, that happened. What can I do to make sure it doesn't happen again? I don't need to know the in-depth of it. Yet, yes, if it does affect me, then yes, I want to know the in-depth. I want to know the answers. And that is where I know I don't always need to know the answers. And the cool thing is that I have the answers within me. I've got different tools and techniques that help me, excuse me, just letting go, that help me find the answers, because I don't always need someone else. The reason that's come about is because I've done so much work in connecting to my body, finding my creativity so that my intuition is so clear. I get that clarity. And sometimes the answers come instantly. Other times I need to do some work to find the answers. And that is why I am so passionate about the chakras and about working with them, because you do have the answers within you, yet you don't always need to know the answer. Isn't it beautiful? Now, again, this is week 2 where it's about creativity. The personal aspect was authenticity. The business was having clear choices and acting on them with integrity, and then not needing to know the answers. Now, next week, we are looking at abundance, beautiful abundance in relation to the throat chakra, and these beautiful 3 aspects we're looking at. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And don't forget to subscribe, react, and comment.